What up, Reggae Jam?
Munchie at the Reggae Jam 2011 for Reggaeville, and I'm here with the great President Brown. Today is Saturday here at the festival, and he performed yesterday. So how did you experience the performance?
Yes, it was good and wonderful to be able to put ourselves forward again to the German people, you know. So for the most part, everything and we were well accepted and appreciated. So we love that.
So you're still sticking around the festival, enjoying yourself so far. Who you gonna watch perform today or tomorrow?
Yeah, but I really love see most of the acts them still, because I don't really get this opportunity much, And we're flexing with some of our long time brethren them who I've seen for a while, like Anthony Red Rose and a whole heap of brethren they are super big, and a long time we don't see them people on stage. So yeah, me really I got full joy, Frankie Paul, a whole heap of people there.
Yeah, Frankie Paul got performed today. Looking forward to that. Looking back on your career, you started very early, and at that point in time, the name wasn't even President Brown, right? Yeah. It was junior ranking, right?
Ranking, yeah.
So how you did DJ on a sound system, right?
Yeah, man, we DJ on many sound systems because you see, growing up in Jamaica, and I was inspired by Hugh Brown, and Hugh Brown was in that time the #1 sound system DJ. So that is where we spring from, So I activities as a youth, it was for fun though, All the villages with the smallest sound, we have a microphone, There was a sound in St. Mary, a rockabessa called King Stereo Mix. We created that from nothing, me and my brethren them, And we go all around St. Mary, the parish, with this sound. So we grew up in other vibes there, Just chanting at the dance around the sound system, right on spot,
So speaking of you, Brown, you told me he was a role model and stuff, and now you're on tour with you, Brown. How is that like? How does it feel?
Yeah, man, that feel like accomplishment, because it's to realize the dream. We remember when we was very young, a youth, we used to look up to these people. We look up to you, Brown, because he's an icon. I like the sound, I like style, and getting to know him. We meet Nicodemus too, and Nicodemus called me Slim Brown.
Right.
So it's just a realization each step of the way, and when you see it unfold in front of your eyes, it's when you see a dream come true. So for this is an accomplishment to be on the road with you, Brown, because we never did do this before, Yeah.
So I wish you a lot of fun on the tour still. And speaking of junior ranking, and then speaking of Slim Brown, so the one who actually named you President Brown was Jack Ruby, right?
Yeah.
So would you say that he was actually the person that kind of made you the man that you are today?
Yes. Yeah, man, like Jack Ruby was my street father, like my daddy. Jack Ruby tell me things about me that I didn't even realize as a youth, He's a man used to like when I'm start with the microphone from early, because I am a long distance runner. The longer you leave me is the more you get from me, So even Reggae Jam didn't get nothing really, because I'm a analog, see, not a digital kid. I'm an analog kid, so the warmer I get, the sweeter and the better I go, So that was the whole thing. Jack Ruby see these things in me around the sound system, so him operate the dance and him say, okay, leave Brown. He knows when to tell the other people, leave me alone. Because when I chant, the people might not say Ray, but they don't say boo. Because I chant intelligent, so people more and the kind of vocal me have them command them to listen. And I used to get confused with that because, in Jamaica you like when you get the Ray, because it gives you the props. But I realized that I should not operate that way. And even in Jamaica today they don't understand that, because I do a lot of shows and they make comments which are not accurate, because they think the people are not into what I am doing. But who says so? They didn't say so. They didn't say boo. It means they are listening. So, I am a long play artist, LP artist, Yeah. So the longer I play, is the warmer I get and the sweeter I get.
That's nice. And with Jack Ruby, you went to Ochi. You started to work there with the Rooftop label, and basically till that day now, you never really left Ochi or the area around Ochi. You used to have a studio directly in Ochi now, in Exchange and thing. So would you say is there something special about Ochi that made you really stay there while others move to town?
Yes, because as I say, my connection to Ochi is Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby brought me to Ochi. Basically adopted me like a son, you know. The man treat me royal as a youth, you know. So that make Ochi special for me because it's also a place that I realize a dream too, you know, of becoming an artist and becoming popular to be able to put forth my artwork. So yes, Ochi is special to me, St. Anne the Garden Parish, you know, because I was born in Clarendon and I came to St. Mary, which is the bordering parish to St. Anne, you know. So it's Clarendon, St. Mary, St. Anne. Seeing? I'm an Ochi is my town, you know. It's that's what I rise from as an artist. I remember when I went to Kingston one time trying to get a break. It couldn't work because my spirit and my vibe don't work with the city still. I'm too calm, I am too collective. I'm not jittery enough, you know. So I wouldn't be seen. You see me I say? Because that's not how I show my thing, really. I don't try to show off. I show full. You know?
So is it kind of a relief, you know, being apart from the rush and the hype where they're town?
Yeah. But what really happens still is that, as we say, everything in moderation. So we learn after we get the break from Ochi, because I went to town and it didn't happen. I had to come back to Ochi. And I said to myself, well, if it is going to happen, it looks like it's going to have to happen from Ochi or nothing. Seeing? So I continued. So even Roof and all these labels are labels that I inspired. You know, these are people that I gave ideas to, you know, because we was like Shaggy Wonder, Professor Frisky, President Brown were the artists on the street in Ochi, even when there was no studio to record, you know. We still will be bubbling, you know, trying to create a scene in Ochi, you know. So I is founder of that, you know. All of the younger artists, them we watch them grow. Chesedek, Perfect, Hero, all of these artists out of that side of the parish, the country. We're responsible in some way. And we are inspiration to them in some way, you know.
So speaking of these artists nowadays, and you as a producer and studio owner still, who are you working with recently, and what's coming up next from there, from your studio?
Yeah, well right now, as far as it is, the production that I have right now, coming soon, is a project that I did personally. Because over the years we've been doing things with other producers, and we decided that we're experienced enough now to do something from my own, so people can hear me, you know. We're the main ingredient. While the other times we collaborated with other people, you know, who are talented in production and musicians, you know. And we get involved and create things. But I want to create something from out of my domain, you know. The whole vibe. So we're coming with something. That is what we're currently working on. Where our label is concerned, at one point we went out to put forth a label, and we realized that we wasn't ready for that, you know. And we pulled back. So what the studio really did is provided a safe haven and a place for the youth them who, at one point, the idea that I had to rally around Jack Ruby, because that was the only scene in Ochi Race where anything like that was happening. So what I did to the community is create this place that if a youth even have the aspiration to be an artist, him can come and even sit. You know, that is what we created still. It wasn't such of a label-based kind of thing that is going to put out a lot of artists. What we do, we groom the artists. See, come and say Chesedek, Perfect, everyone. It's just that it might not be told, you know, like I am telling it still. That's why it is not realized that, you know, we contribute that kind of way, you know. See, but we don't pretend to be a big producer producing a lot of artists, you know. Seeing, I am sure that I will come to that still. But for right now, we just rise higher with what we are doing. Seeing, because I don't think it really happened yet where I am fully satisfied. I don't think I'm heard yet. Really, seriously. You know, I don't think they really know me. You know, so we're introducing Fitzcarrell to the people right now too, you know. President Brown is Fitzcarrell because Fitzcarrell is President Brown. That is where President Brown come from. Seeing? So we are split it up and we're going to show the people now who this brethren is really, you know. Yeah, that is what is happening right now. It's a revolution still.
So a lot of more things to look forward to.
Whole heap more things, man. Whole heap.
So speaking of you, a bit more personal, you said you come from Clarendon, you grew up in Orakabessa in St. Mary. You call yourself a hillsman. Are you a nature-related person? Is that also the way you live your lifestyle? How is that like?
Yeah, man. Me's a Rastaman first and foremost. So, you know, the Rastaman deal with natural, nature. Yeah, me's a youth from the mountains. Me's a mountain man. You see me? Bullet Mountain, me come from. Towerful. You know, so we tend to rise high all the time, you know. Sometimes we have to be careful and make sure we kind of create the balance and don't be too high either, you know. So it's a natural thing and we love nature, you know, because it's how we grow. We're growing at the river, you see it. We're growing at the bushes where people are farmer. We eat from the food that we plant, you know. That is where I come from still, you know, see it. But I realized that I had to create the balance of learning how to flex the city too, you know, if I'm going to do this thing. So what I did, even the time when I was signed to Island Record, and all of that time when we get a small break in Jamaica, I just created a balance between Ocho and Kingston, you know, when we work for Bobby Digital and Taxi and, you know, we get involved in the city thing too, you know. We can, if we want to, and when we want to, you know. Yeah.
So would you also say that nature and those things are a source of inspiration for yourself? Or what other things do inspire you in your music?
I have a new song on my new album called Do Thy Work Thyself. And in the song I say, just show me inspiration in high and in a low place. Have to take the fast pace like how me took the slow pace. Do thy work thyself. See? So that is how I try to balance the thing. Take the fast pace just like I take the slow pace, you know. Just show me inspiration in high and low places. So it doesn't matter where inspiration will come, you know. But I am sure I know what you're talking about still, you know, because nature is meditative. It's natural, you know. So you must be inspired from even that, you know, then unless you're dead. You know, if you're not inspired by the tree and the river and the sea and these things, and the moon, and if you're not inspired by these things, you're dead. True. Sorry.
So, for any of the future projects, I wish you all the best.
Yeah,
I hope anywhere the inspiration will come from, it will go reach you.
And reach and real, because I job and I what I say I am doing is to inspire. Rastafari, I know. When I come, it's not about if I make a whole lot of money or the main thing why I do this. What I do is not to be seen, because I am a very tall person. I am not hard to be seen. As you look, you see me. You know, we know that. So we're not doing it to be seen. We're doing it to inspire. You know, so even when we're tired, we're still inspired. You know, and that is why we have a lot more to come, because we are inspired and a lot to deal with inspiration. It's not about no fancy. No, it's not about I get a thought and I share it with you. I give thanks to the opportunity that I can share my thought with so much people at one time. Big opportunity that, Rasta, and I let you down.
We appreciate it too, though.
Yeah, man, I be a love, man.
All right. For any future products, for your personal career and your professional career, I wish you all the best.
See you.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Yeah, man, I be a love. Rastafari.
Reggae jam. What up, Scar?
What a festival.
What up, Reggae jam?
That's Scar, I'm a select. Some of them, hey!
Hold on.